Back like we never left. Back like we never left. Greetings and salutations to everybody. Of course, we having this conversation. Of course, round two, part two. We're here to have a dialogue about some important things, some things that you guys want to talk about because I know what the people want to talk about, and just make sure these things are going running well over here. All right, cool. Listen, man. Link is in my bio. If you're watching us on Instagram, link is in my bio. Go to my bio and go to YouTube. YouTube Giants. Hit the link. Hold up. Let me refresh this link. Okay. Let me refresh this link real quick so you guys can hit that like button and hit that link and hit that like button. All right, cool. There it should be. There you go. So hit that link up top. Hit that like button if you're watching us on YouTube. Clubhouse, what up, though? About to have a conversation, part two, the last night's conversation. Yeah, we here to have a conversation tonight, guys. And there's only 5 types of partners. Which one are you? What up, though? I see Tracy in here. I see Jones in here. What up, though, Jones? I see Lolo in here. Shout out. Hit that like button. Y'all know what we do. We came to talk about a thing or two. So through my research, there's 5 different types of people out here that you are in a relationship with. And I want to know if you guys know the type that you are. But first, I want to learn the type that you are, that you believe that you are when you're in a relationship, right? And I'll then further things and tell you the top 5 because there is an honorable mention, but we'll get to that. I want to get it from you guys. Shout out to Tracy. I see Tracy in here. I see Jones in here. I see Keisha in here. I got Clubhouse riding with me. I got my guy Nick Numbers in here. I got Angie AR in here. I got the beautiful Allison in here with us. And we're going to have a conversation tonight. And it's going to lend a lot of value to some of the rhetoric that was going on last night's pod. And yeah, we're going to have a conversation about a thing or two. Is the spades... Tracy Doe. She said, is spades a partner? Hello or nah? Like, no. The fuck? Like, no. But, yeah, so let's have this conversation. I want to tap in and see how you guys feel. What up, though, Jones? Jones, in the comments, let me know what type of partner you guys think that you are. Instagram, let us know what type of partner you think that you are in the comments, and we're gonna bring it to light, right? So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe this live feed if you guys are watching us. Tap in with us. Ladies first. Allison, you know I always give you the floor first, queen. What type of partner are you when you're in a relationship that you believe that you are, queen?
What's up, Broadway? Hey, everybody. For me, I am definitely the submissive partner. I like my partner to. I like my partner to. I guess dominate, so to
Oh,
speak.
oh
I like
wow.
for him to be able to lead. I like for him to be able to lead. And even more so, especially because, um, as as a business person, I have a lot of hats. So I want him to be able to in the home. I want him to be able to lead me and to guide me, and of course in the bedroom as well. So I don't want to be a boss in the bedroom. I want to be a boss outside of that. So when I come home, then I'm able to say, okay, baby, okay, sweetheart, okay, honey, and we work together that way. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I know that's right. I know that's all the way right. AR, Miss AR, Angie, what it do, shorty? What type of partner do you believe you are in a relationship?
I haven't seen what the category topics were, so I'm not sure what to choose. You may want to come back to me as I catch on to things so I can give you a better answer.
Well, I want to do it the opposite way. I want you to tell me what you think you are, right? And we all gonna say what we think we are, and then we'll talk about the 5 types in the honorable mention.
Shit, I don't know. I guess, God. I would say in a relationship, I'm probably their relief. I'm not submissive in the ways that most people define submissive, but I am a relief. because I'm not drama. I don't bring any drama, and I deal with things very, very practical. I'm more black and white than shades of gray. So I want to be stress free. I don't dig for stuff. I don't look for shit. If it comes, it comes. We address it, but I try to just be that peace because I need to be rested in my peace. And I leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's a bar. That's a bar. I do believe when you go looking for things, you find things, and you got to be careful because once you find the things that you look for, how does that sit on your heart? You get me? Like there's a difference. There's a difference between looking for things and having things come to you, right? Prayers and blessings out to you, Indian underscore Queen underscore Y. She said, brother, I just got out of the hospital. I hope all is well, Queen. Yes, just listen to us and hopefully we can soothe you with some funny commentary, some crazy commentary, and also some real commentary. But Nick, tap in with me, King. What type of person you think you are when you're in a relationship, beloved?
Pretty much, I'm the support, the muscle. I'm that guy who, if you hear a noise in the middle of the night, I'm going to go check it for my lady. You know what I'm saying, and for my family. So I'm the support and the muscle. That's really where I'm going to stand on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm jacking that. I'm jacking it. I definitely am. All right, so I think in the relationship, I am the hopeless romantic. Cue the pixie dust. Playing Allison, play the pixie dust. Allison? No, I'm just messing with you guys. No, nah, I think I definitely believe that in a relationship, I am I'm the alpha. I'm an alpha male, so I guess that probably goes right along with what Numbers just said. My guy Nick Numbers just said. I think that because I'm an alpha, I tend to be strong, you know what I mean? And be the support system and be all of that. Not saying I don't know when to be weak, you get me? Because there's sometimes you just gotta be the person that just listen and sometimes just vent, so I can occupy both spaces. But I think that you would have to ask, but I think that I am the alpha. But all right, so cool. There's 5 different types, right? Because I know you guys are like, what are the 5 different types of people that's in relationships? The 5 different types of people are the submissive type, right? That's what Allison woke up, right? There's the alpha, right? I think me and Nick might fall along those categories of wanting to be the strength for the love, There's the hopeless romantic, There's also the codependent couple, right? Where somebody might be codependent on the other person, so forth and so on. Again, I'm not here to judge and say what's good and what's bad. We're just here to talk about the 5 different types, right? And there's also the 5th one there's also the person that trauma bonds, right? They're only in the relationship to trauma bond. Like there's no real attachment there. There's no real, liking the person that's there. They're only there by way of wanting to feel like they're attached because they went through something together, right? They're not really into one another, how you say, right? And so how you guys feel about that?
I feel like some of those can definitely be conjoined because for the simple reason is a lot of times a toxic relationship is sometimes a codependent relationship where you cannot get away from that person for whatever reason because you feel like you cannot live without them. So while we're naming that these are 5 separate entities or 5 different examples of separate relationships, I believe that sometimes the lines can be blurred purposely, and they can be conjoined with one another, and that they can make what the relationship is. It can also change. You can at some point be dominant in one relationship and then submissive in another relationship. It just depends on the energy that your partner gives you. So we all want healthy relationships. So I'm definitely hoping by identifying the type of person that you are, and the type of partner that you are, that we all can move forward and have healthy relationships by way of this knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Uh, Nick, tap in with me.
Yeah, yeah. I think the trauma bond is a big one because we all go through trauma. So it's like we might have went through the trauma before the relationship or whatever the case. I might have went through some trauma. My lady might have went through some trauma. But if we go through the trauma together, that's going to be like really something that's going to kind of like keep us together because we went through something together. So when you go through something together, it's hard to really separate that bond because we really got a bond on something that was like could have ended both of us, but it made us stronger. So I think a lot of relationships do really like strive off a trauma bond. So I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. Sammy, what's happening with you, Sammy? I see you creeping in through the back door. We having a conversation today about there's only 5 types of partners. Which one are you? There's the submissive, the alpha, the hopeless romantic, the codependent, the trauma bonder. So we want to tap in and get it from you, Sammy. If you buy your mic, Queen, which one are you?
Hey y'all, I have no idea. I think I'm a variety of, maybe a little submissive. Maybe you say toxic. You didn't put toxic in there, Broadway.
Did I skip toxic?
Yeah, you skip. Well, toxic might be trauma bond though. Toxic might be trauma. Like
I mean that's true. Toxic might be, but I don't know. It depends. It depends on the man. It depends on his commitment to the relationship. His lead in the relationship. What type of woman that I'll be, like
That you'll be.
love language and things like that. Mentally, what we talk about, and things like that. Like I like men that stimulate my mind and make me think and research, and they read. Like I love men that read and tap into their intellect. So it depends.
Sammy, are you in a relationship at this current moment?
No.
Nick, are you in a relationship at this current moment?
I'm sure
All right, cool. Have you guys ever been in the space with one another before?
I had a motorcycle go by. You said what happened?
Have you ever been in a space with Sammy before, beloved?
Not that I know of. I don't know.
Okay. Sammy, have you ever been in a space with Nick Numbers?
No, I have not.
Okay. I just put things out there and I let the pieces fall where they may, but we're gonna get back to the conversation. So the conversation we're having, but here's the thing, right? Sammy, I think you're echoing a little bit of what Allison echoed, which is occupying a multitude of spaces, right? Depending on the man, right? Depending on the situation. But I guess a more specific question I would ask you. What up, Cannon? I guess a more specific. Go to my YouTube, Broadway the Giant. Hit that link in my bio. You said it depends on the man. So that made me think that, well, if he's a good guy, are you gonna occupy the space of an asshole? If he's an asshole, are you gonna meet him where he's at? At what point do you say, you know what? I understand he is or she may be whoever she is or whoever he is, but do you just stay who you are and not occupy the space of being something that you're not?
I think I'm petty when it comes to certain things.
Oh,
But if I find out that he's an asshole, I naturally don't gravitate towards that. If I find that he's abusive with his words, verbally abusive, I don't mess with that. Period.
mm, okay. I see what's happening around these parts. I think, wait, Angie, now that you have a better understanding of what it is that the five types of partners are out there, which one do you believe you are?
I honestly can't say I identify with any of them.
Really?
Really.
Really? Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. Because it's interesting because okay. Okay, I hear you. I believe that I believe an honorable mention is the open relationship, right? The person that just likes to be out there, shucking and jiving, high fiving. You know what I mean? With they ping and they pee and just doing whatever it is that they see fit. I think a lot of times somebody tapping it. Oh, okay. I think a lot of times in the spaces of what up though, Toya? We having a
What else?
little lighthearted conversation this evening. I think as it pertains to being heart, your heart, right? Your heart has a lot to do with the type of behavior you offer, you know. And I think that's a little bit of what. But see, I agree with both Sammy and Allison. I think I can be whatever it's called for the relationship to be. But instinctively, I'm an alpha male. I'm an alpha in a relationship. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, if I had to be 100% just had to choose one life or death, and I hate to say it because I'm so feminine, but I would probably be alpha. I just do it nicely.
Well, see, I think a lot of women be moving like that. They move and occupy the space of I know what I want to do, and I'm just gonna persuade him to do what I want to do. It's really not him. How would you respond to that?
I wouldn't say so much persuade, but just kind of, you know, make it their idea. It's just so much easier to use my womanly will than to force it on them. But I am kind of firm in what I want in my head. I have a little wavering room in how I go about getting it. So
Is that manipulative?
it might be a little bit, but hey, it works.
It works.
I'm not cruel or mean with it. I'm very kind with it, so it works.
I dig it. I dig it. How
And
y'all
let
feel
me,
about that?
I was gonna piggyback off of that. So let me also say that I am, like I said, I'm an alpha female, and I tend to be very strong-willed, and I don't like to budge on certain things.
The
However,
fuck?
listen, unless you bending me over the right way, I'm not really not folding. So,
Hey, wake that up.
so that being said, um, I'm going to stand up like every possible letter of the alphabet until I need to. But the thing is, you have to be that man. You know what I mean? You have to be that man to say, "Hey, babe, I do X, Y, and Z," or "I think the X, Y, and Z." If I see that you are not allowing me to rest in my femininity, when I say allow me to do that, then I'm going to walk all over you. That's just how it is. Because what's happening is you're not doing exactly what's needed so that I don't have to worry. Once you say you got me, then I don't have to worry about anything, and therefore I won't have to take the dominant role. But once it is determined that you're inconsistent, that you're not trustworthy, and that you don't mean me any good, that means I'm going to have to step up on my own and do what I need to do for me.
All right.
Not for us, for me.
All right. I'm gonna give a lot of pushback right now, right? You ready? In three, two, let's get to it, right?
One,
One. I feel like you shouldn't be. I feel like, and I know this is going to be contradicting to what I just said, right? I feel like when we're having a conversation in regards to who are we and who the five different types of partners, I feel like who you are is who you are, right? That shouldn't wholeheartedly be predicated off of the person that you're with, right? I also feel like if you're a piece of shit man or woman, then you're gonna be a piece of shit man or woman with whomever you're with because certain things may change. Meaning, if excuse me, if you're a cheater, you might be cheating. If you're an abuser, you might be abusing. If you are an a this, that, or a third, you may be these different things, right? And I don't think that order wow changes just because you're with someone new or because they're doing good and they're treating you well, you're gonna do something different and new. That's gonna. Am I making any sense or no?
You're making sense, but again, if I am alpha and my partner A that I had for a year basically was a yes person to me.
Mm.
And if I threw something out there and he was like, sure, whatever you want to do. And I ended up taking the lead. Oh, baby, let's go out to eat. Sure. Where do you want to go? And I said, oh, let's go to Benihana's. Okay. Then guess what? I'm basically leading the relationship. Let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. You're not putting forth any effort, so therefore you're just existing in the relationship and allowing me to roll the boat. However, if you have a man, partner B, that says, "What time you get home from work? All right, I'll be there 7 o'clock. Be dressed. Where we
Mm.
going? Just be dressed. Okay. All right, babe. Whatever you say." Boom. He's taking initiative. He's being consistent, and he's allowing me to not worry about anything because he's showing up for the relationship. And that's what I mean. You see, partner A is he's allowing you to roll the boat.
So pretty
He
much, you want to be in a situation with somebody that's gonna not just take the back seat. He's actually gonna lead.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, see, um, I I know what you're saying when you say that. I just think a lot of women say, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying I think some women say that, but they aren't willing to rest in their femininity and actually let a man lead. And the reason why I think that way is because when you look at it and you hold the glass up to the light, they'll say things like, well, I didn't trust that you could lead, so I started doing XYZ. No, you are who you are. So that means that if you don't trust that he can lead, then you should leave the relationship. You shouldn't be somewhere where you gotta work double time on things. You get what I mean? Like, I don't know.
That's a fact. You shouldn't be the man and the woman in a relationship. Somebody needs to step up and figure out the role.
Right, right. What up, though, Toya? Tap in with us. Hey, Miss Parker.
Hey, I'm just listening right now. I'm trying to read the room, see what the conversation was all about. So, going back on mute.
Yes, 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 yes. We're having a conversation this evening about there only being 5 types of partners, and we're trying to understand which one are you. Which one are you? I mean, what up though, Jonathan? What up though, Giants on YouTube? I see you, Keisha, Trey. I see you guys. Listen, man. I feel like, you know, what the alpha look like myself, right? What the alpha look like, the alpha tends to look like someone who's gonna rest strong on being a protector and a provider, right? Like all the other things are cool, but I'm gonna rest heavily on being a protector and being a provider, right? That means protecting you from negative energy, protecting you from my energy when it's not real right, protecting you from yourself, protecting just all around, right? And providing mental, physical, emotional, spiritual support and whatever it is that you need. You get me? Because sometimes in relationships, things take on different shapes and you got to be different things to different people because that's just the way relationships work. We need to relate, right? That's what we need to do. We need to relate. So, let me throw it back to you guys. How you guys feel about that? Wow.
I'm, I mean, I agree with it, you know. Um, I just feel like, again, you have to, I said what I said before, and I feel like the person that you're with is the person that will bring out the best in you as it should. And if you're with that person and they're a piece of shit, then
It's
go to
just
partner
that they're a
B.
piece of shit.
Right. But, um, you can, it's just, it's, you have to figure out who you, and this is why it's important to find out who you are before you get with somebody, because once you do that, then you can determine the type of person and type of energy that you want to bring to the relationship, right? So if you know that you are a dominant person and that you're not going to budge, that means that you definitely don't need to be with somebody that's dominant because you're going to be butting heads constantly. Because usually a person that's dominant, they don't know how to be submissive. Sometimes they don't know how to flip that switch. Usually people conform if somebody's more dominant than the other, they conform to to their partner. But some people are just so used to always being in charge that you don't know how to just say, have a laissez-faire approach and just say, all right, you got it. Don't worry, I'll let you do it. So it just really depends
Yeah.
on on your partner and if they allow you, and I hate that word allow because it's almost like you're asking for permission. But
Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Right. Stay right there. Allow isn't a bad thing. I think people, it will be whatever it is you identify it as. So if you think it's a bad thing, it's a bad thing. When Angie said, have my women will, and you echoed that, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad
no, no,
thing.
no. I know that. I know
Okay.
that, but I don't. Other some people just like how they have a problem with the word submission. You know, I don't want anyone to feel offended because there are some trigger words, quote unquote, where people don't like and they
People
don't
are
feel
just
and they
triggered. Can we have a real
right.
conversation for a moment? People just be
Yeah.
triggered
Yes.
because they don't have certain things going right in their life, right? Or a relationship didn't work out for whatever reason, and somebody on use the word allow or submissive or whatever it might be, right? Like ladies, you guys use words about us all the time. I don't take that shit personal. Like if it don't apply, let it fly. It's how I tend to look at things. But we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Let's go to final thoughts. Final thoughts, final thoughts, final thoughts. I'm going to work my way up. What up, though, Jonathan? I want to see you in the comment section. Read your commentary. We're having a conversation, final thoughts, on what are the 5 types. There's only 5 different types of partners out here. Which one are you? Which one are you? While Jonathan and the Giants on YouTube and Instagram leave their commentary in the comment section, I'm going to throw it to the room and I'm going to work my way up from Angie. Angie, what are your final thoughts on the conversation that you heard, the point of views that you're listening to, and some of your own point of views? Okay, Angie might be away from her mic. Latoya, tap in. Final thoughts.
Well, I really can't give too much commentary due to the fact I don't know what are the 5 types of partners
Oh,
that
well,
y'all
why
was
you
in
didn't say
referencing
that?
to.
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
said I was reading the room and I was going
Oh,
on mute.
I'm sorry, Queen. There's the submissive type, right? There's the alpha. There's the hopeless romantic. There's the codependent. There's the trauma bonder, right? And the honorable mention in 6 is there's the person that's just like to be in open relationships.
Ooh, I could say I'm kind of 3 of those.
I think Allison and Sammy said a bit of the same.
Yeah, so I could say I'm about 3 of those, and the other 3, that's not me. Like, I'm not a trauma bonder, but I do want emotional support. It's a difference for me. And I can be very submissive to my man, but I don't really say submissive. I say I cater to him. So that's another one for me. And all that other stuff can go. Like, I would say that I am somewhat alpha, but like I still show you that respect as a man because I still want you to feel like a man. You understand? So, and as I heard AJ say before, you can use your femininity to get what you really want without being all like yo or defensive or like just bucking up like you are, dude. So yeah, there's ways to get around things.
Final thoughts. Tap in with us. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Miss Parker. Tracy actually says I'm gonna wake up in a moment, but Sammy, final thoughts. I know you driving. If you're not able to speak, I understand. Final thoughts, Queen. Okay, Allie, final thoughts, Queen.
Um, for as far as relationships are concerned, I'm a big proponent of and a big believer of knowing yourself before you know anybody else, because what you bring to the relationship is what you get out of it, right? So if you are not, um, if you don't know your own self, then you definitely will bring um, negative energy to the relationship if you're not careful. So before you toss out anything negative to your partner, make sure that you're able to hold up your own mirror and look within yourself.
Wake that up. All the way up. I know that's right. So, all right, cool. Before I yield to my final thoughts, Tracy said, do you think the 5 types goes along with the love languages? And I would think so, right? I would think so to some extent or another, right? You have the submissive type, right? You have the person that's submissive. You got the all right. So the 5 love languages, and help me out, guys. Help me out, Giants. The 5 love languages are physical touch, acts of service, uh,
Words
word,
of
Words of
affirmation.
words of
affirmation.
affirmation,
Let me hold on. Let me see what you named or what you didn't name.
physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation. What it look like in the comment section. If we leaving something else, something out, help us
Isn't
out.
it one about? Isn't it one about gifts or something, like
Gifts,
receiving gifts or
gifts,
something?
gifts,
Yes, and
gifts,
quality time.
and
That's
Yeah.
what you
quality
didn't
time.
say.
There we go. There we go. See, together we are great. Jesus. So yeah, I think I think loosely to some extent, Tracy, I think the 5 types do go along with the love languages loosely. You know, my final thoughts is what up though, Lala. Is this man? I feel like okay. I feel like when it comes to being in a relationship, to what Ali said, you got to know yourself. You first know yourself, right? First know yourself to the extent of what you want versus what you don't want. But that's what you want to receive, right? What you want to give follows which one are you, right? Because there's only 5 types, but which one are you? Understanding who you are in a relationship and highlighting that when you're speaking to the person that you're with. You know, waking that up, saying, hey, I'm this type of person. And in turn, you're letting your significant other know or potential significant other know what it is that you need. You know, because I'm a firm believer, we got to teach people how to love us. It don't work the other way around. You don't just do what you want to do around these parts. And I have to oblige and do the same thing for you. You get me? So my final thoughts are, don't only get to know the person that you're with, but allow them to get to know you. You get me? So that, and be clear on who you are, and what you want to be brought to the table. It's not about just what you bring to the table. Oh, I bring the forks and the spoons. All right, come along. No, that's not the way it works. I tell you what I want you to bring to the table. I want you to bring to the table the mat, the placement, the napkins, and you say whether or not you can bring that. And sometimes people can't bring it, and it's okay, right? It's okay if they can't bring it, but it's on us to set the tone and say what it is that we want to be brought to the table. We having a conversation, and we're gonna start to wrap up. And you know, sometimes it don't need to be all long and drug out. It needs to be straight to the point and concise. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Lolo, Tracy. Shout out to the Giants. Shout out to everybody tapping in with us. Shout out to Lala. Shout out to Nick Numbers. I see Jonathan down there. Sammy, AR, Miss Angie, Miss Parker, Allison. You know the vibes. I leave you guys with the same energy I came in here with. Peacefully. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know my vibe. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's always cheaper to be yourself. Be giant. You heard? Clear.